They have heard that the training is tough and the standards are uncompromising. Nevertheless, these young men and women have chosen to undertake what will surely be the challenge of a lifetime. For the next unforgettable 11 weeks, they undergo the most intense physical, mental, and emotional demands of their young lives. They have come to Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Parris Island, South Carolina, in quest of honor, pride, and spirit. For more than 200 years, the traditions of self-sacrifice, devotion to duty, and discipline have been the hallmark of those adorned with the eagle, globe, and anchor. Not all those who begin recruit training will succeed. But for those who do, they will be thoroughly indoctrinated in love of country and Corps, and will stand proud with their predecessors as members of an elite fraternity of warriors known as United States Marines. The Marine Corps was formed in 1775 by an act of the Second Continental Congress. Captain Samuel Nicholas was appointed the first commissioned officer, and he began recruiting from Tun Tavern in Philadelphia. It was a well-known hangout for sailors along the waterfront. Here, recruits were promised bounty, glory, and pensions, while being plied with free brew as an encouragement to sign up. Early Marines were modeled after the British Navy's Royal Marines, whose primary duties were ship protection at sea and in port. The Marine fighting prowess became legendary during campaigns in Tripoli, the War of 1812, the Mexican campaign in Veracruz, China, and the Barbary raids, just to mention a few. But it was the Spanish-American War which finally gave the Marines their mission and direction for the future. This was also the first media war, and reporters wrote that these few good men distinguished themselves with discipline, efficiency, and esprit de corps on the field of battle. It would be in the bloody trench warfare of World War I that the first Parris Island trained Marines would be baptized in battle. This leatherneck fighting spirit would be carried on in later years during World War II, the Korean conflict, Vietnam, and the Persian Gulf War. Parris Island is one of many small barrier islands along the southeastern tip of South Carolina and is located just 6 miles from the historic seaport of Beaufort. Because of the moderate climate and sizable training area, Parris Island is ideal as the East Coast training facility for the men and women recruited into the United States Marine Corps. Although Marines first landed on Parris Island in the mid-1800s, it would be 1891 before a Marine detachment would be permanently stationed here to serve as guards while the dry dock was under construction. There were few buildings, so the Marines slept in tents, which often exposed them to bad weather, sickness, and disease. Designated as the Marine Barracks, U.S. Naval Station, Port Royal, South Carolina in 1886, it would be 1893 before the first barracks was built. In 1911, the Navy redesignated Parris Island as the U.S. Naval Disciplinary Barracks, Port Royal. Marines worked as guards under the command of the Navy. But as the United States drew closer to entering World War I, the country saw a dramatic rise in patriotism. To keep pace with recruitment and the need to standardize Marine training, the Navy turned Parris Island over to the Corps in 1915. In October of that year, the USS Prairie steamed into the Beaufort River with the first 750 men for the newly established training base. In 1946, Marine Corps leaders reorganized the post at Parris Island and decided to give it a designation that would reflect its primary mission, the training of Marine recruits, thus becoming the now world-famous Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Parris Island, South Carolina. The journey to become one of the few, the proud, begins with that person who possesses the most intense desire and motivation to succeed. They must be dedicated to a single purpose, to prove they have what it takes to be a member of the world's greatest fighting force. Those making the decision to accept that challenge will find Parris Island awaiting them, for it's through these portals where the difference begins, that one must travel to earn the privilege of being called a Marine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go back over to where those two Marines are standing over there and I'll tell you what to do.
Yes, sir.
It is a night of momentous change. As new recruits arrive at the International Airport in Charleston, South Carolina, they're greeted by a Marine liaison who directs them to a waiting area. Most realize by now that life as they have known it is about to end.
Welcome to Charleston. Be advised, you are now United States Marine Corps recruits, and you represent the United States Marine Corps. From now on, you are subject to the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
After an initial orientation and a meal, they board the buses that will take them on the 90-minute ride to Parris Island.
Now, when you're there at Parris Island, I want you to give those drill instructors 110% at all times. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir!
Now, you wanted to be a Marine, it's time to take up that challenge.
As the bus rolls to a stop at the famous yellow footprints of receiving, the young recruits hurry off to be put in immediate formation and are given further instructions. They must now learn to function as a group rather than individuals, for their success or failure will depend greatly on teamwork and group achievement. There are no smiling faces here, just lots of anxiety over the unknown trials to come. Recruits are relieved of all personal items. Then they step through a door of literal and figurative change. Just as personal effects are given up, recruit haircuts are symbolic of the streamlining that will dictate their lifestyle for many weeks. For many, recruit haircuts result in a dramatic change in appearance.
Turn around. Every time they come over, you're going to put the dog head in the dog bucket and you're going to wipe it off. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Go right down on each recruit. Left hand, like this.
During uniform issue, the last outward trappings of civilian life are removed. For the next 5 to 7 days, these new recruits will receive a basic orientation, learn drill movements,
Everybody has step, cover, and the line. 50, 30.
be given initial strength tests, and learn the basic rules and regulations that will govern their military life. Upon completion of the forming phase, recruits are marched to their new barracks and introduced to their company commander and the drill instructors, whose charge will be to develop them into smartly disciplined, physically fit, basically trained Marines. These DIs will demonstrate through their own example the highest standards of personal conduct, morality, and professional skills. Their names and faces will be permanently etched in the memory of every recruit.
Discipline and spirit are the hallmark of a Marine, and these qualities are the goals of your training. Now, my drill instructors and I will be with you every day, everywhere you go. We offer you the challenge of recruit training, the opportunity to earn the right to be United States Marine.
Look at me! Justin, look at me! No! Take your time! Get up, Mark! Get the right faster! 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 Faster!
You better find it out. You better find that don't help go down. You understand? Sir, this crew bus.
I come here! You better find one!
You must be out of your ever-loving mind. Amen.
Soon after the pickup, the series officers and drill instructors take their raw recruits into the first phase of the making of a Marine. During these early days of training, each recruit will take measure of his physical strength and mental toughness. Through a rigorous regimen of daily exercises, new recruits will shape their minds and bodies into superior condition. Resistance training on the circuit course will help recruits build the physical strength and stamina to endure the strenuous weeks ahead.
Push it up now. Now. I'm waiting, Hunter. I'm waiting.
Academic instruction also begins during this phase. By the end of recruit training, each recruit will have received nearly 500 hours of academic training covering subjects such as Marine Corps history and how to administer first aid on the battlefield. Another important training event is the running of the confidence course, consisting of 11 obstacles designed to challenge recruits physically and psychologically. The test of strength begins with the dirty name, and then on to the run, jump, and swing. At the inclining wall, recruits are presented a unique obstacle that forces the use of upper body strength to pull up and over. The confidence climb resembles a giant ladder more than 25 feet in the air. Here, recruits must overcome any fear of heights. Consisting of 3 two-strand rope bridges, the monkey bridge is suspended 8 feet over a pool of water. Other obstacles are the reverse climb, the A-frame, arm stretchers, and the hand walk.
Hurrah, very good. Very good.
Way to go, Trevino. Good job. Good job, Liz.
I'm in.
Hurry up, drop, Trevino. Lee's trying to run you over.
I'm in. Hurrah!
This 3-tiered wooden tower is called the skyscraper. It simulates urban house-to-house fighting. To reach the top, 18 feet above the ground, recruits use teamwork to pull themselves up the obstacle's exterior, floor by floor.
Now, take that arm and grab onto the second leg. There you go. You got it. Now, the next one's going to go, you're going to reach back and grab a daggone pocket or a daggone candy bottle or something like that. Good job. Now, the third one. Good job. Good job.
The Slide for Life presents quite a different challenge. It is the ultimate confidence builder. Here, recruits climb a cargo net more than 20 feet to a platform. From there, they descend down one of 3 ropes for 60 feet over a pool of water.
Hey, Joe! Bring your boat all the way up next to your butt. All right, sir. Now go.
At the command of the drill instructor, the recruits begin their cautious descent. 2 position changes are required before reaching the end of the rope.
5 more feet. Ready. 2 more feet, get there. 2 more feet.
Most recruits negotiate this obstacle successfully. A few come up short and get wet along the way.
From the hall, hands up over your head. Good job. All the way home.
Relief from this intimidating event comes only when safely on the ground, the recruit sounds off for the drill instructor and issues a sigh of relief. Close order drill is also emphasized during the first phase of training. In the beginning, recruits are awkward, out of step, and occasionally out of favor with the drill instructors.
That's right. That you'll embarrass me. I'm just gonna up and quit and leave y'all behind. You understand me? Yes!
Sometimes a little extra incentive is needed to remind these inexperienced young recruits that nothing less than their best efforts are acceptable. After being sufficiently motivated to the satisfaction of the drill instructor, the recruits will reassemble and try again. In time, these young recruits learn to work as a team, moving in sync and demonstrating motions of flawless execution. At Leatherneck Square, recruits begin close combat training. The official Marine Corps close combat weapon is the bayonet. To simulate fighting with fixed bayonets on their rifles, recruits learn to slash, jab, smash, and deliver vertical and horizontal butt strokes with their pugil stick. In the octagon and the pit, recruits work on teamwork skills as two-man teams engage each other in sometimes confusing and vicious combat. With the added element of ambush, the recruits must think and react quickly in order to survive.
Kill! 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 Good jab, good jab, good jab.
Yellow, green, yellow!
During combat hitting skills, recruits are taught the art of fighting up close and personal. Giving a punch as well as taking one is emphasized here. For many, it is their first real fight, one they are not soon to forget. It is often during this event that a recruit's warrior spirit will emerge.
Go, Marshall, go! Go, Marshall! Hey, Marshall! There you go! Back up, Alred! Back up, Alred!
Recruits are also taught the basics of disabling armed or unarmed assailants during line training. For those times when the Marine may be without his weapon, proper hand-to-hand combat techniques could be the difference in the Marines living to fight another day. Since the Marine Corps is renowned as an amphibious fighting force, combat water training is an important part of a Marine's training. To graduate, recruits must overcome any fear of water and develop satisfactory skills maneuvering in full combat gear while submerged. During the combat conditioning march, recruits route step their way for many miles carrying a full combat load. Often motivated by the encouraging cadence of the drill instructor, they forget the pain and sweat that has emerged under the weight of the heavy load. The goal now is not to drop out, to never quit. Now they know why it's called boot camp. In order to keep up with the rigors of recruit training, they are fed 3 carefully planned meals a day. In a recruit's mind, only one thing is certain during training: chow time. Even this time is highly structured. Orderly movement into the chow hall is followed by a less than relaxed dining atmosphere. But no one is complaining. It is a welcome break in the day. Another highlight in the day of a recruit is mail call.
Yes, sir.
For many, this is their first real venture from home, and mail is a tremendous morale booster. At the end of the long, hard day, recruits are allowed 1 hour of free time. This is their time. Although the drill instructor is assuredly nearby, recruits use this time to read their mail, write letters, or square away their gear for the next training day. It is often the words of encouragement or pictures from home that can make a difference in a recruit's attitude and achievement. Before lights out, however, it's back to reality. One final meeting from the drill instructor before hitting the rack means it's time for the nightly hygiene inspection. Although it's called a hygiene inspection, it's primarily an opportunity for the drill instructor to check the recruit for injury and possible need for medical attention.
If you hurt, you let me know, you understand? I'm going to get you the sick call.
During recruit training, recruits are also given the opportunity to attend worship services at the recruit chapel. Recruits begin intensive rifle training in Phase 2 at Weapons Training Battalion. Both men and women are given instructions on firing procedures, firing positions, and safety requirements during the first week of rifle training, known as Snap-In Week. The second week is known as Firing Week. During this period, recruits fire live ammunition at targets from set distances on the known distance or KD course. After improving rifle skills during practice, recruits officially score for marksmanship on qualification day. Following the rifle range, each platoon begins either a week of mess or maintenance duties. This is usually a less stressful part of the training process and gives both the drill instructors and recruits a chance to recharge their batteries and get focused on the upcoming Basic Warrior Training, more commonly referred to as BWT. Consisting of 2 weeks at Page Field, an inactive airstrip on Parris Island, recruits learn the basic skills of the infantryman. Every Marine is a rifleman first, is the maxim emphasized during BWT. Here, Marines receive the field skills necessary for battle survival. Exercises include cover and protect drills, probing for mines, helicopter assault drills, and one of the most unforgettable events, rappelling. Recruits are taught rappelling techniques to negotiate cliffs and deploy from hovering helicopters. Careful safety instructions and demonstrations are given before recruits descend from the 45-foot tower. From the top of the tower, many have doubts and reservations, but once safely on the ground again, these no longer raw recruits exude a new confidence and appear ready for whatever comes next. At the gas chamber, recruits prepare for a nuclear, biological, or chemical attack. After receiving instruction in assembling, maintaining, and using a gas mask, each recruit must test it in a gas-filled room to build confidence in equipment reliability. To make certain the mask is functioning properly, each recruit must remove the mask after a time in the gas-filled room and experience what exposure without a mask is like. Most exit the gas chamber disoriented and feeling the effects of the gas on the senses. Recruits also receive a basic familiarization with several different types of weapons during BWT, but none get the adrenaline pumping like the toss of a live grenade. Female recruits also experience this event. Again, safety is paramount. Careful instructions are given before the recruit gets the chance to handle the grenade. Here, recruits observe others from a viewing area. Then are issued grenades and await their turn. Under the watchful care of an experienced instructor, the recruit tosses the grenade, takes cover, then awaits the bone-rattling explosion. At the combat assault course, recruits must draw from their experiences, reservoirs of endurance, and sheer gut-filled determination to complete the course. During a fire maneuver exercise through woods, over and under and through obstacles, their early anxieties give way to the job at hand, that is to overcome the enemy and leave the battlefield victorious. 1 inch at a time, they close in on their opposer. A touch of realism is added with the sounds of combat, blood-curdling screams, machine gun fire, and the occasional earth-shaking blast of a C4 charge. After negotiating the terrain, they muster the internal reserves of strength and stamina to assault the enemy dummies with their bayonet. On the day movement course, more obstacles are negotiated that test patience, endurance, and determination. It is now evident that the warrior spirit is evolving. They are ready for the home stretch, their final phase of training. The last few weeks have arrived. Over the next several days, recruits will demonstrate all they have learned. They must pass the physical fitness test consisting of 3 events: pull-ups for men, flexed arm hang for women, sit-ups, and a timed distance run. Marching smartly now, recruits will perform during final drill competition. As a team, they execute the drill instructor's commands to near perfection. The competitive spirit in both the drill instructors and recruits are at their peak during this final display of teamwork and discipline. The bodies are finely honed. The minds are quick. Now they stand ready before their battalion commander at final inspection. Instilled with the requisite attributes of pride, honor, and esprit de corps, these recruits feel they are ready.
Sir, 220, sir. Expert, sir.
Missing now is only the eagle, globe, and anchor that symbolizes their achievement. This honor will come on the final day of training, graduation day. As these men and women march proudly across the parade deck in final review, they realize their lives have changed forever. They accepted the Corps' challenge and succeeded. They proved to have the honor, courage, strength, and spirit necessary to be called for the first time Marines. This day will surely always be remembered as their proudest. Then finally, the command is sounded to dismiss your platoons. As they celebrate, they realize deep down that this day is not the end, rather it is a beginning. As the memories of their training at Parris Island fade, the new Marines will pause to reflect on what their experiences meant to them. All around, they will notice reminders of Marine Corps greatness. Memorials to the victories are commonplace. And the monuments make them ever mindful of the iron will and uncommon valor of their predecessors. They remember and cherish the past, but can only dream of the future. But one thing is certain, they have earned a title that is theirs forever. They are now one of the few, the proud United States Marines.